Hey there fellow Pokemon fans, today we've got a super fun video where I'll be using Champion Alder's team. We're currently going through our Generation 5 characters and I thought it'd be fun to use Champion Alder's team. We've got some of his classics like Braviary, Crocodile, Reuniclus, Conkeldurr, Chandelure, and finally his ace, which is the Volcarona. Oh, and while we're on the subject, I've got a whole playlist of anime characters up until Generation 5, so I'll leave a link in the top hand corner right about there, just in case you fancy checking out those previous characters' videos. Oh, and quick question of the day, what's your favourite Pokemon from Champion Alder's team? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you enjoy the video and want to join me on my journey to reach 1,000 subscribers, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button for more exciting battles, and with all that said, let's jump straight into the games.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that
Okay, so my opponent's got a Tyranitar, a Garchomp, Mimikyu, Gyarados, Charizard, and Kingambit. Very cool team. I'm leading off with Braviary, and let's do this. Alrighty, okay, so who are you leading off with? So Tyranitar, amazing, so I can just close combat this. They might not be expecting it, right, because no one really expects close combat on Braviary, right? So yeah, 100% I'm going to go for that close combat, and they might be going for the Stealth Rock, right? So let's go for that close combat, here we go. So okay, Braviary goes for that close combat, and we're going to knock out the Tyranitar. Amazing job, Braviary. We get the defense drops, but it's bloody worth it to knock out the Tyranitar, right? So great job, buddy, and yeah, down goes their Pokemon. Let's see who comes in next. Alright, so Mimikyu's coming out. Okay. So, okay, do I think it's going to go for a play? I'm going to go for one Iron Head, and let's see what he goes for. Right, so Braviary goes for that Iron Head. We're going to break its disguise. Now, what is this Mimikyu going to go for, eh? So, Swords Dance, Play Rough, we're about to find out. So, it's going for the Swords Dance. Oh my god, okay. Okay. So, I could just go for a Terra Steel and Iron Head this into Oblivion, right? I am kind of half tempted to do that, to be honest. Yeah, okay, so what they got a Toxic Orb? What is that about? I don't know what the heck that's about. I am going to go for that Terra Steel, and I'm going to go for that, do I need to Terrestrialize? I don't think I do. I'm going for that Iron Head, let's do it. So, Braviary goes for that Iron Head, and we knock out the Mimikyu as well. Amazing job, Braviary. My god, Braviary is such a cool Pokemon. I've never realised how amazing it is. We're going to take some, what's his face? Oh no, sorry, we're going to take some Sandstorm chip damage, and yeah, let's see who comes in next. Alright, so Garchomp's coming out. Okay, so, against this, what do I want to do, eh? So, I guess I need to go for, I'm going to go for an Agility, and let's see how it goes. Alright, so we're faster somehow, so there must be a defensive Garchomp, which kind of is bad for us. So what are they going for? Dragon Claw, okay, so... Oh, they crit my Braviary, so that's unfortunate. But Braviary, you got 2 KOs. I'm really proud of you, buddy. You leave the rest to us, eh? So, okay, slow Garchomp. Interesting, okay. So, they got Charizard and Gyarados on the back, right? So, I'm thinking that I can't touch the Kingambit with my Reuniclus, so I've got to keep that in mind, right? So, what do I want to do, eh? Okay, let's think about this. I think I need to go into my... I'm going to go into my Reuniclus, let's do it. So if they go into Kingambit, I'll have to switch into my, what's his face, Conkeldurr, but for the time being, let's go for the Iron Defense and let's do this. Okay, so they go for the Earthquake, let's see how much we take from that, and we take a fair chunk, but now with the Iron Defense, we'll take 50% less damage, right? So that's nice. And we've got the Magic Guard, so we won't get buffeted by the Sandstorm, right? But it ends anyway, so it made no difference. So now we'll get some Leftovers back, and following that, I'm going to go for a Leftovers to be able to boost our health back up to full, right? So let's go for that Recover, here we go. Alright, so they go for another Earthquake, fair enough, which should take about 50-60, yeah, okay, 40 damage. So go for that Recover, lovely jubbly, and now we're going to be back up to about 188-ish or something like that, so 188, perfect. And then with the Leftovers, we'll be almost back up to full, or if not full, right? So yeah, we're back at full, fantastic job, Reuniclus. And I am now going to go for a Calm Mind to get my defense boost, right? Sorry, my special attack and defense boost. Alright, so they're going to withdraw the Garchomp, so maybe they're going to go into Kingambit, I'm not too sure. So, no, they're going into Gyarados. Interesting. Okay, so they're going to go off and Intimidate. I think I'm going to start going for these Psyshocks to be able to do damage to this, right? Because it's one of the things that could be a threat to me. So, did I see an Intimidate or are they Moxie? Let me just double check. So, I didn't see an Intimidate, so they are definitely Moxie. I'm going to go for that Psyshock and let's do this. So, okay, they're going for a Dragon Dance, fair enough. So, let's see how much we do with this +1 Psyshock to this Gyarados, eh? So, Come on, Reuniclus, you got this, buddy. So let's go for that Psyshock. Here we go. Let's see the damage. And okay. Nice. Over 50%. That's what we like to see. So I'm going to go for one more Psyshock. Let's do it. Alright, so they go for the waterfall. Oh, don't you dare flinch me. Okay, so it does 48 damage. Don't you flinch. Oh, they flinch me. Oh, no. Okay, so we're going to get some more leftovers. I am now going to go for a recover, right? Or should I go for Iron Defense? I think I'm going to go for an Iron Defense. Let's do it. So, they go for another Waterfall. Don't you dare crit me or flinch me. Come on, Reuniclus. Break through, buddy. Okay, Reuniclus goes for that Iron Defense. We're now +4 in defense while they're +1 in attack, right? So, we are 3 stages ahead of them. So, we'll get some more leftovers. I'll now go for a Recover. And then following that, I'll go for a Psyshock, right? So, Reuniclus, buddy. Let's go for that Recover. Here we go. Alright, so they go for another Dragon Dance. So they're going to be +2 while I'm +4, right? So we'll basically be... Oh, no, we won't be at the same position because last time I was +2 while they were +1, right? So we're better than we were the following turns, right? So, okay. Now I'm free to go for a Psyshock and we can knock out this Gyarados, eh? So let's go for that Psyshock. Here we go. Alright, so we go for a Waterfall. Don't you flinch me. Okay, we take 40 damage. Come on, Reuniclus. Reuniclus goes for that Psyshock, and we're going to knock out the shiny Gyarados. Fantastic job, Reuniclus. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, down goes that big old threat, and let's see who comes in next. So we will get some leftovers as well, bringing us up to about 172-ish or something like that. Or maybe 171, not too sure. So 172, fantastic. So let's see who's next. Alright, so Charizard's coming out. I'm so surprised they haven't gone into their King Gambit, right? So fair enough. I'm going to go for a Psyshock and let's do some damage. So they go for the Flamethrower. We're +1 in special defense though, so we take that really well. Great job, Reuniclus. We go for a Psyshock. Let's see the damage and should be over 50%. Yeah, look at that. Fantastic job. So we're going to get some more leftovers and I'm going to go for one Recover. I'm going to go for one Recover so that I can get my health back, right? So let's go for that Recover. Here we go. So they go for a Flamethrower and my Reuniclus will take that really well. We're going to go for that Recover, and we're going to get back up to full, right? So, and then I'll go for one more Psyshock, and we'll knock out this Charizard, eh? So, Reuniclus, you're doing great, buddy. You're doing all the proud. Yeah. So, okay. So, back up to full. Lovely jubbly. And now, Reuniclus, buddy, let's go for one more Psyshock, and let's knock out this Charizard. Alright, so Charizard goes for that Flamethrower, and Reuniclus takes it like a boss. And, oh, we get the burn, but we are Magic Guards, so that makes no difference to us. So, fair enough. So, okay, Reuniclus, go for that Psyshock, buddy, and let's knock out this Charizard. Lovely jubbly. Great job. Okay, so, now their final Pokemon is the King Gambit, and who else was left? I forgot. There's another Pokemon, but I forgot its name. We'll find out in a second, though. So, we get some leftovers, and let's see who's coming out next. Alright, so, it's the Garchomp. I forgot. Okay, so it's the Garchomp. So, I can just start going for those Psyshocks because I'm +4 in defense, right? Let's go for that Psyshock. Here we go. Alright, so, Garchomp goes for that Earthquake. Reuniclus is going to take it like a boss. Look at that, 25 damage. Go for the Psyshock, and we're going to do some nice damage. Okay, so I think it's in my best interest to go for, what's his face? I'm going to go for one more Calm Mind, or should I just Psyshock? But I'm going to Psyshock. So they go for that Earthquake. We're going to do one more Psyshock. We're going to bring them down to less than 10% health, and maybe then I'll go for a Recover. But then, do I need to? I don't think I need to. I don't think they've got any way of being able to touch my... There's nothing I can do with Reuniclus afterwards, right? So I'm going to have to immediately switch out afterwards. So I'll just go for a Psyshock and let's knock this out. So they go for their final Earthquake. Reuniclus will take it like a boss. Great job, Reuniclus. And now we go for that Psyshock, and we should do some nice damage. Get him. Okay, so down goes the Garchomp. Now their final Pokemon is the King Gambit, which probably has Supreme Overlord, getting all 5 Pokemon's boosts, right? So we get some leftovers. Not that it matters, because I'm going to have to switch Reuniclus out. But Reuniclus, you've been amazing, buddy. And they could have prevented all of this if they just switched into King Gambit much earlier, right? But fair enough, I guess they had different ideas. So out comes their King Gambit. Or maybe they were saving it for the ultimate Supreme Overlord boost at the end, right? Which makes sense as well, I guess. So on this, I'm going to switch into my Volcarona so I can potentially get off a Flame Body, right? So, alright, calm back, Reuniclus. You've been fantastic, buddy. We'll go into our Volcarona. Now, time to find out. Are you going for a Swords Dance or a straight-up attack, eh? So, oh, they're terrestrializing. Okie dokie. So, at least now we know what they're going to be, right? So, and if they're not dark, my Reuniclus could have damaged them. So, they are dark. Okay, so they're probably going for a Kowtow Cleave. So, this might knock out my Volcarona. I'm not sure. But only one way to find out, right? So, they went for a Sucker Punch. Even better. So, I guess they weren't paying attention to my movesets because they would have known I haven't got a single way of being able to touch them, right? So, I am going to go for that Bug Buzz, and let's do this. So, Volcarona goes for that Bug Buzz, and oh my god, we one-shot it. Amazing job, Volcarona. They must have been a full offensive one, because I like to run my careful versions, right? So, fair enough. Good game to my opponent, and fantastic job to all my Pokemon. Love it. Jeez Louise, look at my opponent's team. They've got the, oh god, the Generation 7. I forgot what it was called, but you know what I mean. And they've got the 2 Generation 7 mixed Pokemon, and the Ogerpon, the Dragonite, Archadon, and the Lugia. Jeez Louise, I'm leading off with Braviary, and let's do this. Okay, so, who are you leading off with, eh? So, Necrozma, that's the one. So, oh god, I don't know what this thing does, to be honest. Kind of worried about it, but I suppose, what type is it? Is it Psychic Ghost or something like that? We're about to find out, I suppose, but yeah, bloody scary. So, what typing are you? Psychic Ghost, okay. Haven't really got anything to be able to deal with this. I guess I could go for an agility and see what happens. So, oh, we're faster. I see. I don't know much about these Necrozma variants, so I don't know what their stats are, which kind of annoying. Oh god, Photon Geyser. Hold on, Braviary, hold on. Okay, Braviary holds on like a boss. So, now I'm going to go for that Iron Head and let's do some damage. So, Braviary goes for that Iron Head. And okay, we do over 50%, nice. So, Photon Geyser will take us out though, unfortunately. So, that's rather unfortunate. Braviary, thank you for your sacrifice, buddy. You take a good long rest and you leave the rest to us, eh? So, geez, okay. What the heck am I going to go for now, eh? So, we got the leftovers item, fair enough. So, now, who do I want to go into now, eh? Maybe Reuniclus. Is Reuniclus my best interest? I think Reuniclus might be my best interest, to be honest. Yeah, I'll go into my Reuniclus. Let's do it. So, come on in, Reuniclus, buddy. The Snow Frolicker. I need your assistance. Let me just double check. They haven't got any Dark-type Pokemon, have they? They do not. So, I'm going to go for a Calm Mind. Let's do it. So, oh, here comes the Moongeist. Oh, God. Is that a Ghost-type move? Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, so that sucked. Jeez Louise. Okay, so we go for the Calm Mind. And I guess I could Terra Dark here. I could very well Terra Dark here and then go for a Recover, right? We've got the +1. It'll also be resisted, right? So I think that might be my best interest. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go for the Terra Dark and I'm going to go for a Recover, right? Because I think at that point we can tank the hit pretty well. So, yeah, Reuniclus, let's go for that Terra Dark and let's go for that Recover. Come on, buddy. So, okay, here we go. Time to terrestrialize our Reuniclus. Our Champion Alder will take on these legendaries and demolish them. You're about to see. So, come on, Reuniclus, Terra Dark. We now resist the Ghost and Psychic type moves. And yeah, we can do this, buddy. Got a nice little Dark Terra crown on our head. So, alright. There's the Moongeist Beam. We're +1. We also resist it. Let's see. So, show me the damage. And, okay, Reuniclus tanks it like a boss. Great job, buddy. We go for that Recover. And, yeah, I'm gonna go for one more Recover to be able to get up to full, right? But we can go from there, right? So, okay, amazing. So, I guess I think I need to go for the Recover. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. So, okay, we get the leftovers, lovely jubbly, and yeah, okay, so, what are we going to do next, eh? So, I think I'm going to go, do I need to Iron Defense against them? I mean, maybe Iron Defense is what I need to do. I'll go for one Iron Defense and let's find out. So, oh, they got Earthquake as well. Oh my god, I'm glad I went for an Iron Defense then. So, yeah, now we're +2 in defense and we're +1 in special attack and special defense. So, okie dokie. Not too sure what this Necrozma variant's trying to go for, but we can do it. We can turn this around. So, I'm going to go for one more Recover now to get our health back up to full and we'll go from there, right? So, enjoy your little snack, Reuniclus, buddy. You've deserved it and yeah, okay. Let's go for it. Let's go for that Recover. Here we go. Alright, so we go for another Earthquake, fair enough. So, okay, we look at that from down to 69 health. So we go for the Recover, get up to about 169, 170-ish, something like that, and we'll be back up to a good amount of health. So, okay, and then with the leftovers, we'll also be back up to about 180-ish. So, I don't know if they've got anything in the back to surprise me, but Reuniclus might be able to sweep from here, right? So, this Reuniclus set is insane. I love boosting the defenses and just being able to snowball from there, right? So, I am going to go for another Iron Defense. Let's do it. Alright, so they're going to withdraw the Necrozma. Interesting. So it all depends on who they want to go into next, I suppose. So summon the Paldea Champion, which is the Ogerpon. Oh, do they have Leech Seed? But they have Magic Guard, right? So I don't have to worry about that. It's so funny. Having Magic Guard is such a great ability. Protects you from everything, basically. So now we're +4 in defense. This Ogerpon hasn't really got a way of being able to touch me, I don't think. So I'm going to go for a Calm Mind, and let's see what they go for. So, okay, they got the Superpower. And we take that like a boss. Great job, Reuniclus. That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, I can now just keep going for all those calm minds. Let's do it. So +2 special attack and special defense. Lovely jubbly. They are -1 attack. So yeah, I don't know if they've got a bit of the... Oh, God, I can't speak. So I don't think they've got a way of being able to touch my Reuniclus. Reuniclus, buddy, it's all you. You can do it, buddy. So, okay. Let's go for one more... I'll go for one more iron defense. So they got the swords dance. Oh my god. Okay, so now they're +1 in attack, right? So yeah, now that I'm +6 in defense, it's like before, so we should take the hit really well. I'm going to go for that Psyshock to be able to do some big damage to this, right? Because if they keep swords dancing, they could eventually do some big damage, right? So, but then again, the superpower is constantly going to lower their attack, right? And now that they've got a -1 in their defense, I think I'm going to go for one more calm mind. So they go for the superpower, fair enough. We take the hit really well. They're now down to base attack, sorry. So now they've got -2 in their defense. My Psyshock will do even more damage, right? So I'm going to go for one recover, and then I'm going to go for the Psyshock, right? So that's the plan. So, okay, we can do this, Reuniclus. Let's go. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the leftovers for a second. So we're going to have a nice little snack. Great job, Reuniclus, buddy. And, yeah, I could just go for the Psyshock, to be fair. I'm going to go for the Psyshock. Let's do it. So, oh, don't you crit me. Don't you crit me. No, they crit me. Oh, no. Okay, so this is going to be tough now. So, at least we can knock this out, right? So, let's knock it out, and down goes the Ogerpon. So, that bloody crit hurt. I should have gone for the recover. That's my bad, Reuniclus. So, we are +3 in special defense and special attack, though. And we are +6 in defense. So, maybe if we're lucky, we can live another hit. We're about to find out. Alright, so Lugia's coming in. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so I'm worried this thing might just knock me out now. Nothing I can do against it, though. So all I can do is just go for a recover, right? So, oh, they're going for an Earthquake. I'm +6, though. Hold on, Reuniclus, hold on. Reuniclus holds on like a boss. Amazing. So we go for that recover, and now Reuniclus is back in the game. Great job, Reuniclus. That's what I'm talking about. And now I'm going to carry on going for the Calm Minds, right? And we can go from there. So, okie dokie. Alrighty, Reuniclus is going to take on the whole team. Let's go for those Calm Minds. Here we go. Alright, so they go for the Aeroblast and they miss. Reuniclus dodging like a madman. Amazing. So now we're +4 in special attack and special defense. I think I'm going to go all the way up to +6, and then I'm going to start attacking, right? So that is the plan. So Reuniclus, buddy, let's get some more leftovers. Lovely jubbly. And let's go for a 5th Calm Mind. Let's do this, buddy. So, okay. Reuniclus, let's go for that Calm Minds. Here we go. Alright, so they go for the Aeroblast. Let's see how much we take. And, okay, we take 28 damage. Great job, Reuniclus. Now we've got the 5th Calm Mind up. We're going to go for the 6th one, and then I'll go for recover, and then I'll start attacking, right? That is the plan. So, okay. So, you've all come to watch Champion Alder, but instead you're watching Reuniclus. But I suppose Reuniclus is an older Pokemon, so it counts. Let's go for that 6th Calm Mind, and let's do this. Alright, so they go for a Terra Blast. They're getting a bit, I guess they're not sure what to do at the moment, so fair enough. So, I don't know who I'm facing, but they got the shiny legendaries and stuff, so it is what it is, but it just makes Alder's team look even better, right? Champion Alder taking on legendaries and coming up on top, right? So, fantastic. So, that's what we like to see. Gonna get some more leftovers. I'm now gonna go for one final recover. I mean, not final, I might need it later on down the line, but I'm gonna go for one recover now, and then we'll go for the Psyshocks, right? We're +6, so it being resisted kind of cuts it in half. So from +6, it's like it's +3 or something, right? And Lugia does have the multi-scale ability, so the first hit won't do as much as the rest, but we should be able to do enough damage. Alright, so they're going to withdraw the Lugia, so something's going to take my +6 Psyshock right now. So, oh, it's Archaladon, okay. Well, even though it's resisted, this +6 Psyshock should hurt it, right? Although the stamina boosts will come against us, unfortunately. But let's see the damage, eh? So, look at that, over 50%. So, and they're sturdy, so I don't have to worry about it. We can just knock it out. So, oh, they're terrestrializing. What are they terrestrializing into, I wonder? Oh, don't tell me it's dark. If it's dark, this whole combo is going to be ruined. It's electric, fair enough. So, I mean, it's no longer resisted, so I don't know if they're going for a Power Herb, Electro Shot, or a Thunderbolt, but we're about to find out. Body Press. Okay. So, alright, Reuniclus, finish off this Archaladon, buddy, with your Psyshock, and down goes the Archaladon. Fantastic. So, okie dokie, another Pokemon falls down in front of Reuniclus, and let's see who comes in next, eh? Great job, Reuniclus. We'll get some leftovers, and yeah, things are looking good. Amazing. Reuniclus, this is my first team I've used Reuniclus in, and he's done amazingly. Fantastic. Alright, so Dragonite's coming in. Okay, so it has got the multi-scale ability. Depending, I mean, it might be in a focus, I don't know, right? But we're about to find out. Let's go for that Psyshock, and let's do some damage. Alright, so they're going for the Dragon Dances, but I'm afraid it's too late, my good sir. we're at +6 defense. Your +1 attack will not help. So, okay, Reuniclus, let's go for that Psyshock and let's do some big damage to this Dragonite. So, Multiscale should save it. Multiscale saved it, fair enough. But that's cool to know that without Multiscale, we could have one-shot it from full, right? So, great job, buddy. So, yeah, Reuniclus, let's go for one final Psyshock on this Dragonite and let's knock it out. Alright, so, we go for the extreme speed. Reuniclus takes it like a boss. And now let's go for that Psyshock and let's knock out this Dragonite. Get him, buddy. So down goes the Dragonite. Lovely jubbly. Fantastic. And yeah, we're going to get some more leftovers, recovering most of that extreme speed damage. Fantastic. Enjoy your snack, buddy. And yeah, we'll see who comes in next after this. Okie dokie. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so Lugia is coming back in. Okie dokie. So yeah, we'll just carry on going for those Psyshocks, right? So Reuniclus, you've got this. Let's go for that Psyshock. Here we go. Alright, so and the battle was cancelled. Amazing. Good game to my opponent, and fantastic job to all my Pokemon. Boosh. Okay, so my opponent's got a Kyogre, Fluttermane, Chiempao, Glamora, Zacian, and Meowscarada. What a bloody scary looking team. I'm going to lead off with my Braviary, and let's do this. Okay, so, who are you leading off with, eh? So out comes the Glamora. Okay, so, I'm guessing this thing's going to go for like, Stealth Rocks or something. I'm not too sure what's my best play against this. I am going to go for the agility. Let's do it. So, okay, we're faster. Fair enough. So I guess they're a defensive Glamora. So it all depends on what they're going to go for, eh? So what are you going for? They went for a Toxic Spikes. Interesting. So, okay, I am going to go for an Iron Head here. And I don't know if they're Focus Sash or not, but let's go for it regardless, right? So, okay, Braviary goes for that Iron Head. And, okay, we knock it out. Fantastic. So we do get the second layer of Toxic Spikes, unfortunately. But yeah, we've agility'd up. We're in a good position. Let's see who comes in next, and we can do this, Braviary. Alright, so who's coming out now, eh? It is the Chiempao. Amazing. If I can knock this out, what's his face? Okay, I'm going to go for that Terra Steel, and I'm going to go for that Iron Head, right? Because we definitely know we can knock it out. If they're not Focus Sash, we'll definitely knock it out, right? And I'm just Terra Stealing in case they go for the Ice Shard, because it will do some major damage, right? And if they go for an Icicle Crash or something, we'll resist it, so we'll be in a good position. So, Braviary, buddy, I need you to go for that Iron Head. I need you to knock out this Chiempao. Come on, buddy, you can do this. I believe in you. So, alright, let's see that Iron Head. There it is. Okay, tell me they're not Focus Sash. Come on, tell me they're not Focus Sash. Get them, Braviary, and... oh, they are Focus Sash. Okay, so... alright, there it is. Fair enough. So, at least we can Muck Punch her with the Conkeldurr, I guess. So, they go for the Icicle Crash. We resist it. Hold on, Braviary. Hold on. Braviary takes it like a boss. Now, let's go for a, do I want to go for the Iron Head? I do want to go for the Iron Head, so let's do it, Braviary. So, oh, they got the Sucker Punch. Hold on, Braviary. No, it knocks out my Braviary. Damn, okay, so that's rather unfortunate. Down goes my Braviary, but at least it took out the Glamora and the, basically took out the Chiempao, right? So that's always great to see. And now I'm forced to go into my Conkeldurr. We've got the Guts, so we'll get a nice little boost from our, from being poisoned, right? So, okie dokie. Now, we get the poisoning, and... okay, we get badly poisoned. Now, Conkeldurr, let's go for that Muck Punch, and let's do this. Alright, so they go for the Sucker Punch, fair enough. Conkeldurr takes it like a boss. We're going to go for that Muck Punch, and we're going to knock out the Chiempao. Now my Reuniclus is free to be able to set up right. They've got no more Dark types, and we should be okay. So we're going to take some poison damage from the Toxic thingy, but we're also going to get some leftovers, right? So it kind of counters it a little bit at least. So, okay, so let's see how much we take from the poisoning. There it is, from 174 to 162. Fair enough. So who's next? Alright, so let's see who's coming out next. It is the Fluttermane. Okay, so I don't have a way of being able to touch this. I might have to let Conkeldurr go down. But then again, the Muck Punch is good against the Meowscarada, right? They got a special attack boost. Jeez Louise. Okay, so I guess that means they're weak, though, which is good. But I haven't got anything to be able to touch this, so I'm going for the knockoff. Let's do it. So, okay, here comes the Moonblast, and down goes my Conkeldurr. Fair enough. So, good job for taking out the Chiempao Conkeldurr, buddy. Take a good long rest, and you leave the rest to us, eh? So, okay. Question is, what do I do against this, eh? So, okay. Let's think about this. I can... oh, wait, they've got the Meowscarada, haven't they? So that's why I can't go into Reuniclus just yet. That's true, that's true. So, okay. I'm going to go into my Volcarona. We've got the heavy-duty boots, so we can't get poisoned, luckily. I'm going to go for a Quiver Dance, and that's the best I can do right now, right? So, let's go for that Quiver Dance. Let's do it, Volcarona. Alright, so they go for the Mystical Fire. Interesting. So, Volcarona takes that really well. We get a special attack drop, unfortunately. But now with the Quiver Dance, we've got a +1, bringing our special attack, back up to neutral. A +1 our special defense, and a +1 our speed. So, I think I'm pretty safe to start going for the Fiery Dancer so I can try to fish for special attack boosts, right? So Volcarona goes for that Fiery Dance. Let's see the damage, and okay, almost 50%. We don't get the boost, unfortunately. They go for a Shadow Ball, which is interesting. So, oh my god, that does so much damage. Okay, I'm going to go for that Fiery Dance, and let's hope we get a high roll. So, Volcarona goes for that Fiery Dance. Can we get a high roll? Come on, buddy. And no, we don't. Okay, fair enough. So, we get the special attack boost when it doesn't matter, unfortunately. So, they went for a Thunderbolt. Okay, that knocks up my Volcarona. Fair enough. So, they're just revealing their coverage, basically. So, fair enough, fair enough. So, okay, I am now forced to go into my Crocodile. I'll go for a knockoff, knowing that we're faster because they got a special attack boost instead of a speed boost. We do get toxic poisoned, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Now, Crocodile, let's go for that knockoff, or do I want to? No. Do I need to go for Stone Edge instead? No. I'm going to go for the knockoff. Let's do it. Alright, so Crocodile goes for that knockoff. We take out the, what's-its-face, the Fluttermane, and we get a nice little Moxie boost at the end of the turn as well. Let's see what... Okay, there it is. And yeah, let's see who comes in next. And we're also going to take some poison damage. It is what it is. So yeah, who's next? Alright, so let's see who's coming out now. It is the Meowscarada. Okay, so part of me's thinking, do I just knock this off? I am going to go into my Chandelure, and I think they're going to be going for a Grass-type move. So if they do, we should be able to take it rather well. We're about to find out. So come on in, Chandelure, buddy. I need your assistance. So what are you going for? Grass-type move, Flower Trick. Let's find out. And okay, we get the badly poisoned. Yep. They go for the Flower Trick. Cool. So we resist it, so we won't take as much damage. And the moment of truth now is if they go for a knockoff or not, right? So okay, Chandelure takes that really well. Great job, Chandelure, buddy. And yeah, okay. So we take the poison damage. Unfortunately, it is what it is. And I've got to go for a, I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball. Let's do it. Alright, so they go for a U-turn. Fair enough. So I can get off a Shadow Ball on the potential Kyogre, right? So they're preserving the Meowscarada, I guess, for my, what's-its-face, my Reuniclus. That's unfortunate. I need the Meowscarada gone, to be honest. But some of the Gourmets coming out. It is the Kyogre. Fair enough. So let's see how much we do with a Choice Spec Shadow Ball, eh? So get him Chandelure, let's go for that Shadow Ball, and let's do some big damage, eh? So, okay, over 50%, fantastic. And if they're not Choice Scarf, we might be able to outspeed, right? So Chandelure, buddy, do us all a favour, go for another Shadow Ball, and let's knock out this Kyogre. Alright, so we are faster, amazing. So Chandelure goes for that Choice Specs Shadow Ball, and we're going to knock out the Kyogre. Amazing job, Chandelure, that's what I'm talking about. Down goes the Kyogre, and now I'm kind of worried about the Zacian and the Meowscarada, but we're going to try our best, eh? We're going to try our best. So you got this, Chandelure. Alright, so let's see who's coming out. Is it the Meowscarada again? It is the Meowscarada. Okay. So I'm just going to go for that Shadow Ball, and let's see what they go for. So they go for the knockoff. So this allows me to be able to go for the close combat with my Crocodile, right? So if I can knock out this Meowscarada, we'll be in a really good position. So, okay. The only thing I can think of is to go for the close combat with the Crocodile and do as much damage as possible to the Zacian afterwards, and then hope that Reuniclus can take it out. So, okay. Crocodile, let's go for that close combat, and let's do this, buddy. Alright, so Crocodile goes for that close combat. Let's knock out the Meowscarada, and okay, down goes the Meowscarada. Amazing job, Crocodile. That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, now Reuniclus is free to set up. Zacian is going to get a +1 let's attack upon switching in, unfortunately, which is going to be bloody tough. But we got a nice little Moxie boost. We outspeed the Zacian, so we can do some nice damage with the close combat. And that's all I can hope for right now. Alright, so Zacian, their final Pokemon is coming out. Let's see it. The Generation 8 Legendary Dog, Intrepid Sword. They get the attack boost, rather unfortunate. So I have to go for that close combat. I have to. Alright, so Crocodile goes for that close combat. Let's see the damage. Over 50%. Lovely jubbly. Now, okay. It all depends on what they went for, eh? I am -2 in my defenses, so it won't make much of a difference. So, play rough. Fair enough. So, Crocodile, you've been amazing, buddy. Thank you for taking out the Meowscarada and dealing major damage to the Zacian. And Reuniclus, it's all up to you. If you can't do it, I don't know how we're going to do this, eh? So, okay, Reuniclus, it's all up to you. Come on in, buddy. I'm going to start going for those iron defenses to get my boosts up, right? So, okay, here we go. So, we get poisoned, but we are Magic Guard, so we don't have to worry about that. No. So, okay, Reuniclus, let's go for the iron defense and let's do this. Alright, so they're terrestrializing. Oh no. Okay, so I don't know how well we're going to take this hit, but we're going to try our best, eh? So, okay, here we go. So, terrestrializing into the steel type. Oh god, this Behemoth Blade is going to hurt, isn't it? So, alright, Reuniclus, I don't know how we're going to do this, but I'm counting on you. And, okay, so here comes the Behemoth Blade. Blimey, Terra Steel Behemoth Blade. Hold on, buddy, hold on. Hold on, Reuniclus, hold on. Oh my god, it one-shots my Reuniclus. So, fair enough. So, good game to my opponent, I guess. They've done great job to all my Pokemon. Jeez Louise, look at my opponent's team. They've got the Primarina, the Groudon, the Groudon, sorry, the Pecharunt, the Arceus, Miraidon, and the Koraidon. What's with everyone on these legendary Pokemon? My god. Okay, so I'm going to lead off with Braviary, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with, eh? So Primarina is the initial lead, fair enough. So I'm thinking about going for the Body Slam off the bat, right, to get off some massive damage on this. So let's go for that Body Slam and let's do this. So, alright, Braviary goes for that Body Slam, let's see the damage, and oh my god, we one-shot the Primarina. Amazing job, Braviary, that's what I'm talking about. Fantastic. Braviary is so powerful, I love it. So who's next? Alright, so Groudon's coming back in. Okie dokie. So I think we're faster than this regardless, right? So I'm just half tempted to go for the Body Slam. So let's go for that Body Slam and let's do this, Braviary. So Braviary goes for that Body Slam on the Groudon and... oh, over 50%. Nice. They went for a Solar Beam? What the... they must have misclicked. They must have misclicked. I don't know what the heck happened there, but fair play, fair play. So that's not going to do anything for us, though. So great job for resisting Braviary. Let's go for another Body Slam and let's do this. Alright, so Braviary goes for that Body Slam and we take out the Groudon. So Braviary gets its second KO. Amazing. So let's see who's next. Alright, so Infamomo is coming out, which is the Pecharunt. Okay, so I am going to go for that Terra Steel and I'm going to go for that Iron Head. Let's do it. Okay, so here we go. Braviary, time to terrestrialize you into a Steel type, buddy. Let's go for the Iron Head and let's see how much damage we do, eh? So, we got over 370 attack, we're sheer force, we're a force of nature. Come on, Braviary, you can do this, let's see it. So, okay, Braviary goes for that Terra Steel, and we go for the Iron Head and let's see the damage on the Pecharunt, eh? So, how much do we do, eh? How much do we do? Over 50%, amazing job, buddy. They went for the Malignant Chain, and they failed, amazing. So, now I'm going to go for, do I need to Agility? I need to Agility, to be fair. I'm going to go for the Agility. So, Braviary goes for that Agility. I need to Agility against the Miraidon and the Koraidon, right? So, that's my only thing I need to do. So, maybe... they went for a nasty plot. Okay. Now, my Iron Head is definitely going to knock out this Pecharunt, right? So, okay. They underestimated my my Braviary, and they're going to pay the price. Let's go for the Iron Head. Here we go. Alright, so Braviary goes for that Terra Steel Iron Head. Let's knock out the Pecharunt. Get him, buddy. And down goes the Pecharunt. So Braviary has got its third KO. Amazing. So, yeah, let's see who's next. Alright, so they're going into Arceus. Okay. So, I don't know if we one-shot this, right? So, I am going to go... do I want to go for Iron Head? No, I'm going for the Body Slam. Let's do it. So, Braviary goes for that Body Slam. Let's see the damage. Oh, over 50%. Oh, Earth Power. Hold on, Braviary. Hold on. Braviary holds on like a boss. Amazing. So, let's go for another Body Slam. Let's knock out this Arceus. So, Braviary goes for a Body Slam and he takes out God. Braviary is defying the odds and has got its fourth KO. Amazing job, Braviary. That's what I'm talking about. And let's see who comes in next. Alright, so Miraidon's coming in finally. Okay, so we can try to get off some massive damage on this now. So, Braviary, buddy, let's go for a Body Slam and let's do some major damage to this Miraidon, eh? So, let's go for that Body Slam. Here we go. Alright, so Braviary goes for that Body Slam on the Miraidon and we... oh, almost knock it out. Overheat. Oh my god, okay. Okay. So now they're now giving me an opportunity to be able to set up with something, right? Because they're -2 in special attack, which is really helpful. Braviary, you've been fantastic. Take a good long rest, buddy. Leave the rest to us, eh? So, okay. Who do I want to go into, eh? I could go Crocodile and Earthquake, that's true. I could go Conkeldurr and Bulk Up, that's also true. Do you know what? I'm going to go into my Conkeldurr. Let's do it. Let's go into Conkeldurr. Let's go for a Bulk Up, and then we'll start going for the Drain Punches, right? So, they're -2, so I don't have to worry about anything. Yeah. So, let's go for that Bulk Up. Here we go. So, okay. They got Outrage as well. Interesting. So, they're a mixed variant. How interesting. Okay, so fair enough. Conkeldurr goes for the Bulk Up. We're now +1 in attack and defense. And I'll go for one more Bulk Up, right? And then I'll go for a Drain, maybe Muck Punch, I'm not sure. I want to get boosted up first, right? So, we're taking advantage of the leftovers, lovely jubbly. And yeah, let's go for that Bulk Up, here we go. So, they go for their second Outrage, we should be okay. And they bloody crit us, Okay, so that's not good, that's really bad. Jeez Louise, Conkeldurr, what are we going to do, eh? What are we going to do? So, I don't even know if we can take a hit from Koraidon now. We are +2 in defense, but our health is so low that we're not in a good position. So, the best thing I can try and do now is go for a Muck Punch and hope it kills at +2, right? So, Conkeldurr, let's go for that Muck Punch and let's knock out this Miraidon. Alright, so Conkeldurr goes for that Muck Punch, and we knock out the Miraidon. Great job, Conkeldurr, buddy. So, we are going to get another round of leftovers. The only thing I'm worried about is whether or not we can actually take a hit from the Miraidon, and whether or not I should go for a Muck Punch instead. We are at 70 HP, so I think we should be okay. Let's find out. Alright, so Miraidon's coming in, their final Pokemon. And yeah, okay, so Conkeldurr, let's go for a Drain Punch, and let's hope for the best, eh? So, okay, I don't know if we can take a hit, but we're about to find out. Let's go for that Drain Punch, and let's do this. Alright, so we go for the close combat. Hold on, Conkeldurr. No, it knocks out my Conkeldurr. Damn, okay, so they do get the -1 their defenses, which is good, I guess. But yeah, I need to figure out something that can deal with this now. So, okie dokie. Electricity has disappeared from the battlefield. Okie dokie. And I guess I could go into Chandelure. Alright, I'll go into my Chandelure. Let's do it. So come on in, Chandelure, buddy. They might have Outrage, to be fair. But what can I do, eh? What can I do? So I'm going to go for that Energy Ball. Shadow Ball, sorry. And let's do this. Alright, so we go for the Outrage. Hold on, Chandelure. Can Chandelure hold on? Chandelure can't hold on. Jeez Louise. Okay, so Chandelure goes down. Rather unfortunate. And yeah, this bloody Miraidon might turn things around now, unfortunately. So, what do I want to do, eh? I could go into my Crocodile and Earthquake on the Outrage. I think we can tank one. I'm not sure, though. Jeez Louise. Okay, so I could go Volcarona. That is true. Okay, I'm going to go into my Volcarona, and let's hope we can get off a Flame Body, right? So, geez, this bloody Miraidon. Bloody Miraidon. Okay, so I'm going to go for that Quiver Dance, and let's hope for the best. So, oh, we're faster. How are we faster? I don't know what's going on there. That's mad. Okay, so, alright, so I guess they're an Adamant variant or something. So, okay, fair enough. So, Adamant's going to be even worse for us, though, right? So, can we take the hit? I don't know if we can. So, nope. Tell me we get the Flame Body. Tell me we get the Flame Body. I don't think we did, though. So, jeez, okay, so, and they get the third turn. Oh my god, okay, so this is really bad. Crocodile, come on in, buddy. Gee, this bloody Miraidon. This is the power of legendaries, right? This is the power of legendaries. So, okay, let's go for that Earthquake, and let's hope for the best. So, Crocodile goes for that Earthquake, and let's see the damage. Come on, Crocodile, and over 50%. Can we take this Outrage? Come on, Crocodile, come on. Crocodile couldn't take it, unfortunately, so down goes Crocodile. My god, okay, so we are in a pickle. We are in a pickle. They get confused. They get confused. So the best thing I can do now is go into my Reuniclus and go for a Psyshock and hope it takes it out, right? So, Reuniclus, you're my only hope, buddy. Come on in. And yeah, okay. So, time to go for that Psyshock. Here we go. Let's do it. Alright, so they're confused. Come on, hit yourself. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Come on, hit yourself. And they hit themselves. Amazing. So, alright, Reuniclus has got this in the bag. Let's go for that Psyshock and let's knock out this Miraidon. My god, that Miraidon almost turned things around at the end there. Bloody scary. So, yeah. Good games to my opponent, and great job to all my Pokemon. Boosh. What a fantastic set of games, am I right? Despite facing a whole bunch of legendary Pokemon, Champion Alder's team was able to hold its own very well. Brilliant stuff. Oh, and if you enjoyed watching Champion Alder's team in action, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to let me know what's your favourite Pokemon from Champion Alder's team down below in the comments. I always love seeing people's favourites, and with all that said, there should be a couple of videos popping up right about now that YouTube thinks you'll love, so why not give one of those a try after this? Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and have a fantastic day. Cheers.
No time to question my moves.